Now you will be thinking why I put this scene and the song as the intro. But the music selection here is one of the great music score in the cinema history. The song It's Been a Long Time was written in the year 1945 at the end of the World War II. By the perspective of a soldier went to the war and returned to his wife after the end of the war. And the irony here is Steve Rogers too went to a war, first against the Hydra, then against Loki's army, then Hydra again, then Ultron, then Thanos and then Thanos again. And after it, he finally realized that his home is not here but in the 1940s where he actually belongs. So kudos to the Marvel for selecting such a beautiful song. A soldier went to the war throughout his entire life and finally returns to his wife Peggy Carter, that she met him after a long time. It's been a long time. Hey guys, my name is Soiber and today in this video we will be taking a look at the entire journey of the Captain America Steve Rogers in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, from just a little kid of Brooklyn to the worthiest human being that can lift Mjolnir. So please like and subscribe to my channel for more superhero talk videos. Let's begin the video. We have seen Steve in almost 9 MCU movies, from Captain America the First Avenger to the Avengers Endgame. We have seen how brave he was from the beginning, but only few know the pain he was hiding behind his smile. He always wanted to go home, and that was the only dream he had. We can see in the Age of Ultron, he wanted to go back to home from the war and dance with Peggy.
We can go home. Imagine it.
No matter what he did his entire life, whether it's fighting, space travel and even time travel, he kept his promise and finally danced with Peggy. And this brings me to give you Marvel fans a message that most of the fans wanted Steve to sacrifice his life other than Tony. But hey, a soldier's closure is when he fought the war and comes back to his home and enjoy his rest of the life with someone he loves. And that was the thing happened. Steve fought his entire life and went back to his loved ones and spent his rest of the life with her. So it's okay if we don't see Steve again. But the thing is, he fought his entire life and got what he deserved in the end. So just be a good fan and start believing in Sam. He can and he will be a good Captain America. But no one ever can be Steve Rogers, the greatest fighter in the MCU. So now finally let's take a look at the life of the Steve Rogers Captain America in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Steve Rogers was born on July 4, 1918 in the Brooklyn, United States. He was a weak guy from the beginning that has a lot of disease like asthma, scarlet fever, rheumatic fever, sinusitis, heart palpitations, nervous trouble, etc. But the thing that made this little boy worthy in taking the serum was his never give up attitude and the goodness he had. He was sick and has a lot of disease, but he still kept giving tests for the army. That shows he always wanted to be in the army and fight for the nation. He was rejected many times until Dr. Abraham Isker realizes the good man in the Steve, and then the rest is the history. This is how we found the greatest Captain America in the cinema history. And in the Captain America the First Avenger, he alone went to the war to save his best friend from Nazis. And after Steve defeated the Red Skull, he crashed the plane in the Arctic to save the people and went to sleep for 70 years. And then came the age of the superhero. World knows that there's a Iron Man, a Hulk and a Thor in the universe. And now there's a Captain America too, the lion that woke up from the sleep. Now this was the most crucial time for the Captain. He was all alone in the world. He was a man from the past trying to adjust himself in the time. And then comes the Loki with his army, the New York attack of 2012. And the first time ever in the cinema history, a group of superheroes assembled in a same movie against the same villain. And here, Captain being a soldier fought Loki's army, and because of Iron Man's will to sacrifice his life, Avengers wins the first battle. But still everything was not fine. Hydra was still there, and as we all know, Steve's main motto was to fight for America against the Nazis. The event of the Captain America and the Winter Soldier, where Captain fights the hidden members of the Hydra hiding in the S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters, and in between that, Steve gets shocked knowing his best friend Bucky is still alive and is in the control of Hydra, and manages to stop terrorist attack of Hydra fighting his own friend Bucky, and he even met Sam Wilson aka Falcon here. Now after it, again the Avengers assemble to face the Ultron, mistakenly made by Tony and Bruce. And Steve with his great soldier skill stopped the Ultron, but it creates a lot of destruction that sows the seeds of the Civil War. Then comes the bad phase for the Captain America. Here the Zemo blasts the building, and due to that King T'Chaka dies and many people got injured. And the blame of this massacre goes to Bucky, and now Captain tries to save his best buddy and goes against the Avenger and the whole world. And then starts the greatest superhero assemble fight, Team Captain America vs Team Iron Man. And here Captain saves his best friend, but he became a criminal for the whole world. Now Steve was hiding from the whole world and the government, but still fights for the world, teaming up with other Avengers. Now comes one of the biggest fight of his life, the Great Wakanda War to save Vision and stop Thanos from snapping the Infinity Stone, causing the wipeout of the half population in the whole universe. But as we all know, due to the division between Avengers, they lost the Infinity War. And for the 5 years, he lived his entire life being a normal human being due to the loss in the Infinity War. And then comes the grand finale, Avengers Endgame. They first time travel to get the stones back, and then they fight against the Thanos army thanks to Hulk snap. And here comes the greatest Captain America moment. No one has ever imagined a kid from Brooklyn have a lot of disease, being a worthy man, lifting the Mjolnir, and he almost won against the strongest Titan in the universe. And due to Tony Stark's great sacrifice, finally manages to defeat Thanos and won. And this was the closure of the 11 years journey of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and more than 100 years journey of the Captain America that fought for the humanity and ends up living a happy life.
I'm with you to the end of the line, pal.
Because I'm with you to the end of the line. So no matter what, I promise you, if you need us, if you need me,
we have to make it worth it. We have to.
we will. I'll be there.